What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This evening, we are going to be looking at Snapchat. Ticker symbol SNAP had a big day today. Looks like we finished the day for Snapchat up 9.48%. Big day for Snap. I think this thing is potentially getting ready to make a big breakout to the upside. And we're going to look to get in this stock tomorrow or sometime this week if it decides to make that big move to the upside. But let's jump into the charts here and discuss kind of what I see for Snap moving forward this week. So right now we are just looking at Google Finance. You can see Snap was up 9.48% today, which looks like $1.01. After hours, down 0.34% or 0.04 cents, trading at 11.62. Today's close was 11.66. Looks like there was some news. Snap stock soars as lawmakers push for ban on viral TikTok. And then there's some other news articles here. Anyways, Snap is an American camera and social media company founded on September 16th, 2011. Ticker symbol SNAP, guys. Big 9.48% day today. Let's take a look at the charts and see what I see here. Share a little bit about the Snapchat. So, taking a look at this chart real quick from a step back view, and then we'll zoom in a bit. This is a gapping stock, and it seems like this stock likes to do its gaps on earnings. So just for an example here, we will take a look over to our left-hand side just a little bit. You can see we have all of these price gaps, these big moves in the price, and they fall on close to or on earnings. So if you look down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see these E's. These mean earnings, and you'll get the price gaps in and around those earnings move. Didn't get one here, but we did get one, looks like on the 3rd of February. Another one on the 22nd or close to it, and so on the 23rd or 22nd of July. Big gaps in the price around earnings. So let's take a zoom into what's going on right now. Well, it looks like we had earnings for Snap. Let's see, the earnings was the earnings date, the 31st of January. And we had a gap show up on the 1st of February. So that was a gap down, and then the price actually continued back to the upside for a little bit, found resistance at an important level that we're going to talk about, and then pulled back. So Snap had a big day today, like I said, up 9%. There's this resistance zone here, basically from where we're at right now, where we closed today at 11.66, all the way up into basically the 12.60. So we have this dollar resistance area here where the price many times has tried to break out above that level and was pushed back to the downside. You can see that over in here in August and early September, the price tried to get above that level. Back here in October, November, once again in February last month, and we are approaching that level once again. We also have let me get the other tool here. Hope everybody had a great day today. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you were not yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell if you want to be notified when we put out videos. So we had this rally up here into resistance, pullback. Guys, this is a higher low right here. And We have rallied back up to that resistance level between 1160 and basically 1260. So there's a chance that we could find resistance basically where we were at today, maybe a little higher, and pull back down. We've seen that take place before. We saw it take place there. We saw it take place right there as well. And then that puts us where we are currently at today. The reason why I bring this stock up and decided to put out a video this evening is I want to show you something interesting that I think could potentially play out. I think we could be ready for a big breakout to the upside for Snap. So if you flip this chart upside down, stocks will basically find support, or for this example, resistance. Let me get the right tool. It bumps its head as resistance. At some point, we should see some kind of a breakout into that zone. Now, that could be a big candle wick, as in the price could break out, and then we could fade, throughout the day and close back in this range. But the point is, I'm looking for a breach into this zone. I'm looking for a big breakout into this zone, which would also be a higher high. So we have our higher low right here, and I'm looking for a big break up here, giving us that higher high, getting us past that resistance zone. And I think that could take place for Snap. Now, like I said, we'll have to see, but it can happen quick. So we could wake up tomorrow morning, which would be the 7th of March, and Snap could be trading above 1260, could be trading anywhere above that range. So it would be a big gap and go, they call it. It would be a gap up, a breakout, and so on. Sometimes they don't really give you a chance to get in where you want to. That is the game. And that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a higher high. I'm looking for a breakout for Snap. So we'll have to see if it takes place. Like I said, I'm going to look to buy this thing. Not financial advice, guys. Not telling you to buy it or anything like that. Just wanted to share a stock that is, one, trending, two, making big moves. And I think it could be a good trade here. So I wanted to put a video out. I have some upper targets here in the 19 up to the $23 range for Snap. That could easily be hit if this thing does break out and does hold and make a nice run to the upside. We also have a gap up in around that area. We have a gap basically from the 16 to the $20 range that is left open. So that puts us right around our first target, which is at looks like 1989 for that target. And then we have a little bit of a higher one up there at 23. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on this in the early morning hours. And then throughout the day tomorrow, we will put some orders in to buy Snap. If it does break out, create a higher high, and we'll see if we can get a decent trade out of this. But we got some very strong buying power coming in this stock in the past couple days here. Today wasn't necessarily the strongest close, but it wasn't the weakest either. We have a couple of strong days here of buying. We do have a small gap, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right here. This stock has been known to do way, way bigger gaps. So something like that, not too concerned about, but it is there below the market. RSI is heading in what direction? Well, that would be the good direction for the bulls. It is breaking out to the upside. Today was a very good day for the RSI, and it should have a decent amount to go still to the upside. So quick recap, guys. We're looking at Snap ticker symbol SNAP. This is a daily chart. Snapchat, we are looking for a higher high. We're looking for that breakout to the upside. We're going to look to buy the higher high, the breakout. I do have upper targets. They may or may not get hit. Who knows? $19.89 and then 23.96. We do have an open gap basically from that mid 16s up to the mid 20s. That would be this gap right over here that was created on the 23rd of May. And then the next day would have been the 24th of May. So that was a Monday, Tuesday gap right there. That is still open. And usually gaps at some point tend to get filled. And if you want to talk about a gap getting filled, we have a example right here, which is the 20th of October into the 21st of October. We had a big price gap down on, it looks like it was earnings right here. And then the price did what? The price actually had a big gap down on earnings and then moved all the way back to the upside, eventually closing that gap, it looks like, on the 1st of November. So we have a big gap above the market. So if we get that big breakout up into that $19 to $23 range, that will close that gap over in here. Unless the price gaps up, of course, then there'll be an open gap. So that is my thoughts on Snap, guys. 9% day to day, looking for that higher high. We're going to put orders into the market, like I said, to see if it does break out and we can get filled. If it doesn't take place, and today was the high, we'll say, of this move, and it's going to continue to find resistance at this $11.60 to $12.60 range, then we should quickly see a move to the downside. And then, time will go on, and then at some point again, it'll probably try to get up into that $11.60 to $12.60 range. So we'll see. We got the higher low. We're looking for that higher high. Could be a big Tuesday. Could be a big week to come for Snapchat. We're going to keep our eye on it, and we'll keep you guys posted as this thing trades here. We'll check it out early in the morning, Tuesday, the 7th. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Once again, this is ticker symbol SNAP, looking for that higher high to come, maybe as soon as tomorrow. Today was a nice day, up over 9%, looking for that big breakout into or even above this resistance zone at 1160 to 1260. You guys have a great evening. We'll catch you bright and early tomorrow, the 7th of March. Take care.